Letter 51 by Charles Lamb. P.M. March 1, 1800. I hope by this time you are prepared to say the Falstaff's letters are a bundle of the sharpest, queerest, profoundest humors of any these juice-drained latter times have spawned. I should have advertised you that the meaning is frequently hard to be got at, and so are the future guineas that now lie ripening and orifying in the womb of some undiscovered Potosi. But dig, Manning. I set to with an unconquerable propulsion to write, with a lamentable want of what to write. My private goings-on are orderly as the movements of the spheres, and stale as their music to angels' ears. Public affairs, except as they touch upon me, and so turn into private, I cannot whip up my mind to feel any interest in. I grieve, indeed, that war and nature and Mr. Pitt that hangs up in Lloyd's best parlor should have conspired to call up three necessaries, simple commoners as our fathers knew them, into the upper house of luxuries, bread and beer and coals, Manning. But as to France and Frenchmen, and the Abbé Sieyès and his constitutions, I cannot make these present times present to me. I read histories of the past, and I live in them, although, to abstract senses, they are far less momentous than the noises which keep Europe awake. I am reading Burnet's Own Times. Did you ever read that garrulous, pleasant history? He tells his story like an old man past political service, bragging to his sons on winter evenings of the part he took in public transactions, when his old cap was new. Full of scandal, which all true history is. No palliatives, but all the stark wickedness that actually gives the momentum to national actors. Quite the prattle of age and outlived importance. Truth and sincerity staring out upon you perpetually in alto relievo. Himself a party man, he makes you a party man. None of the damned philosophical Humean indifference, so cold and unnatural and inhuman. None of the damned Gibbonian fine writing, so fine and composite. None of Mr. Robertson's periods with three members. None of Mr. Roscoe's sage remarks, all so apposite, and coming in so clever, lest the reader should have had the trouble of drawing an inference. Burnet's good old prattle I can bring present to my mind. I can make the Revolution present to me. The French Revolution, by a converse perversity in my nature, I fling as far from me. To quit this damned subject, and to relieve you from 2 or 3 dismal yawns, which I hear in spirit, I here conclude my more than commonly obtuse letter, dull up to the dullness of a Dutch commentator on Shakespeare. My love to Lloyd and Sophia, C.L. War and Nature, and Mr. Pitt. The war had sent up taxation to an almost unbearable height. Pitt was Chancellor of Exchequer, as well as Prime Minister. Hume, Gibbon and Robertson were among the books which, in the Elia essay, Detached Thoughts on Books and Reading, Lamb described as Biblia. William Roscoe's principal work was his Life of Lorenzo de' Medici, 1795.